Hello, this is Spartan Commander, and this is the 662nd Rome Total War Brotherhood game that I've put onto YouTube. Straight away you'll see this is fought on a custom map, and I believe this map was hosted by Brotherhood member Crypto. And what a battle I've got for you to watch today. This is a real cracker, and you'll see some team plan anti-Greek cities tactics here. And you just have to see if it works or if it doesn't. We just have to see. Okay, our first teammate is Brotherhood member Lando. Now Lando's got 13 infantry, 2 archers and 5 cavalry. Okay, 13 infantry, 2 archers and 5 cavalry. Quick look at the upgrades on his cavalry. Usually brings serious cavalry. And there you can see he's got 8 upgrades, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack on his cavalry. So very powerful cavalry there. I think that's a pretty good balanced Roman army there. Be interesting to see how well he uses it during the course of the battle. Okay, our next teammate is Brotherhood member Mad King. Now Mad King has just got 7 infantry, 6 archers and 6 cavalry. Okay, now I've got to be honest with you, I think this is the lowest amount of infantry I've ever seen on the Roman infantry that I've seen on a 31k battlefield. Just 7 infantry. Is that enough for the modern day battlefield? Okay, he's got an eagle unit there to give his infantry a bit more morale. Well, I presume he takes his cavalry general around the battlefield there, but only 7 infantry. Quick look at the upgrades on his cavalry. Oh my gosh, fully upgraded Praetorian cavalry. Remember, 3 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack, that lifts this cavalry out of the elite bracket into the super bracket there. But will 6 maximum upgraded cavalry and 6 archers just make up for 7 infantry? I guess we'll have to see. As I say, I believe that's the lowest amount of infantry I've seen in a Roman 31k army. Okay, our next teammate is myself. Spartan Commander has got his very old Roman army of 13 infantry and 6 cavalry. And our last teammate is Brotherhood member Get Jacked. And Get Jacked has got 15 infantry, 2 archers and just 3 cavalry. Okay, so he's gone for an infantry based army here, but I think there are some interesting units that he's got within his infantry. If you notice there, he's got 2 eagle units. Okay, so that's going to give his infantry a heck of a lot of morale, because his general is a cavalry general, so he'll be using that unit around the battlefield there. And there you can see a lot of his infantry have got 7 upgrades on, an experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack, as well as all the morale from the eagle units. I think he's got a pretty good solid army here. There you are, 7 upgrades on most of his infantry, but then I think his pilot shield units, if you look, see, can you see that's a legionary cohort unit? Okay, now that's got no upgrades on at all, so I'm presuming that's going to be part of his pilot shield unit there. So I think that's a pretty good solid Roman army there, and it'll be interesting to see how well it does during the course of the battle. So there's our team. As I say, this could be a cracking battle. And here is the other team. We have Brotherhood member Barclayman. Now Barclayman's got 9 infantry, 5 archers and 5 cavalry. Okay, 9 infantry, 5 archers, 5 cavalry. Quick look at the upgrades on his infantry. You'll see that his forward units have just got gold shield, gold attack. If you look to the next 2 lines of his battle formation, you'll see they got 7 upgrades and experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack. And just to let you know that his cavalry have got 8 upgrades on, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. So he's got a lot of powerful cavalry there. So I think that's quite an interesting army, and it'll be interesting to see how well he uses it during the course of the battle. Okay, their next teammate is Brotherhood member Crypto. Now Crypto has got 12 Spartans and 8 Cretan archers. Okay, 12 Spartans, 8 Cretan archers. This is Crypto's army of choice here. He always brings this army, and look at the battle formation that he's got. No close tight formation like the old-fashioned, old-school Greek cities formations that I use. This is a very flexible way of using the Spartans here, and he has found this formation works very well for him. And look at the firepower. He's got 8 Cretan archers. So as I say, that's a tried and tested Crypto army there, and it will be a challenge for us. Okay, their next teammate is Brotherhood member Danny. Now Danny has got 14 infantry and 6 cavalry, but it's not the bog standard old-fashioned 31k Roman army. We'll have a look at some of the units there. If you notice his forward units there, if you notice there, can you see they're early legionary cohorts? Okay, these are quite cheap units, early legionary cohorts, and he's got them there as his pilot shield units. Okay, I don't think they've got any upgrades on. They're just there to soak up the pilots, but right behind them he's got an Eagle unit, see, an early legionary first cohort unit. Okay, so that's an Eagle unit there, so he's got good morale for those 2 forward units there. The rest of his infantry are urban cohorts. So I thought that was just an interesting army build he's got there. And a quick look at the upgrades on his cavalry. Usually brings about 7 upgrades. Have a look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 7 upgrades. And experience, stripe, gold shield, gold attack. So I think all in all, that's a pretty good Roman army there. And it'll be interesting to see how well it does during the course of the battle. Okay, their last teammate is Brotherhood member Demon. Now, Demon has got 11 infantry, 3 archers, and 6 cavalry. Okay, quick look at the upgrades on his cavalry. And you'll see he's got 7 upgrades, and experience, stripe, gold shield, gold attack on his cavalry. I just want to show you an old school pilot shield unit here. Now, you see that unit that kind of sticks out from the battle formation. Okay, this is very old school, old fashioned. You don't see it used that often, but that unit there attracts all the enemy pilot fire. You see that one unit, and because it's in that kind of sticking out line formation, it suffers less casualties. And of course, as everybody's throwing pilers at that one unit, the other 2 pilot shield units are pretty well intact. So as I say, this is an old school, old fashioned pilot shield formation there, but it still works on the modern day battlefield. So I've got a question for you now. Which team do you think has got faction advantage? So the enemy team here have got 3 Roman armies and a good Greek cities army. Okay, so that's the enemy team there, and they're up against 4 Roman armies here. Okay, so which team do you think has got faction advantage and could well go on to win the battle? I think it'd be interesting to see your thoughts in the comments. Okay, at this stage of the battle, I thought I'd give you the team battle plan here. I'll give you a heads up on our team's battle plan. Okay, so just to let you know, Mad King here and Lando are going to pretend to attack, do a double team attack on Demon. Okay, can you see Demon's Scipii army? They're going to pretend to do a double attack. In fact, even I'm going to move my army over onto that flank as well. So it looks like we're going to do a massive attack on Demon. Now what we're trying to do is draw the Greek cities army, all those Spartans, over to this flank here. Okay, to defend their ally. Right, so this is the team plan here. We're not going to engage, obviously not going to get engaged the Greek cities, and you'll see that Mad King will be bringing all his archers over here as well to try and entice the Cretan archers from the Greek cities general to come over to try and combat them here. Okay, so as I say, we're going to look like we're going to do a massive attack on Demon to encourage the Greek cities general to bring his Spartans over here onto our left flank. Okay, but make no mistake, we're not going to engage the Greek cities. We just want to bring them over onto that flank. Now, this here is our target, Barclayman. Okay, this is who we're going to hit really hard with cavalry and infantry. Now, Mad King and Lando's going to use their infantry to try and entice the Greek cities over onto that flank, but then they're going to bring their cavalry over onto this flank here. They're really well upgraded cavalry, maximum upgraded cavalry, to help us try and smash Barclayman. Okay, but the main battle plan here is to get the Greek cities over onto that other flank, away from Barclayman, and then we're going to pool our cavalry and charge in to Barclayman's infantry. Okay, so that's the battle plan there. Now, whether it'll work or not, we just have to wait and see. But as I say, Barclayman is our target, but we need to get those Greek cities on the other flank before we attack. Okay, at this very, very early stage of the battle, you'll see Lando and Mad King moving their armies over to the left flank here. As I say, reinforcing the deception that we're going to try and double or maybe even treble attack Demon on this flank. Okay, you'll see that Crypto's already brought his Cretan archers across here to try and counter Mad King's archers. Okay, so don't forget, this is the plan. We're trying to draw the Greek cities over to this flank. Okay, and to that end, you'll see both Lando and Mad King moving over there. Let's just pause the game for a second there. Okay, you'll see that I'm even moving my army over to that left flank as well to reinforce the deception. Okay, so it looks like 3 of us might well be attacking a Demon there on this left flank. As I say, just to draw the Greek cities over to this flank here. So we're trying to be looking as as positive as we can that we're going to attack there. We just hope that Crypto will see the danger to his teammate and bring his Greek cities over to this flank, okay? And if you notice here, Lando really moving forward aggressively there, as I say, all the time reinforcing the deception here. You can see Mad King moving forward as well. But make no mistake, if we entice the Greek cities over to this flank, we've got absolutely no intention of engaging the Greek cities. We just want to pull that Greek cities army over to this flank so we can hit the target that we want on the other flank, which of course is Barclayman. Okay, so there you are. You can see, look how far forward Lando's moved. As I say, he's got no intention to engage any of the enemy units there. Okay, let's pause the game for a second. Let's say you can see the Greek cities there. Spartan is not moving yet, but hopefully with the amount of pressure we're going to look like we're putting on the other flank, he will bring that Greek cities army over here. Okay, that's what we're hoping. And then, as I say, then our real target is the Scipio army, Barclayman there, where I think Lando and Mad King are going to bring their cavalry over here and help us to attack Barclayman. So, as I say, you know the battle plan, but whether it's going to work or not, I don't know. As I say, I think Lando here, moving forward very aggressively, looks like he's going to target Demon there. That you can see Danny moving his Julia army over there to try and counter Lando. Okay, so that's a good bit of teamwork there by Danny. Now he may well scupper our plans there, because we're starting to kind of move back a little bit there with Danny moving his Julia army over towards Lando. Okay, but as I say, I even got my cavalry over on this flank, making it look so real that we're going to attack on this left flank. There's my army as well. So you've got Lando's army, Mad King's army, and my army and cavalry over on this flank. As I say, all the time reinforcing the deception. Okay, so here comes the Greek cities army. Now, this is what we, as I said, this is what we want here. We want the Spartans here to move over onto the other flank, as you can see. Okay, keep moving, go onto the other flank. There you go. Good. So they look like they're going on the other flank, and good for us as well. Barclayman has advanced forward here with his army. So he's kind of like, made himself even more of a target there. But as I say, the Spartans are moving over onto that other flank here. And as I say, look how Barclayman's moved his army forward there. And as I say, made himself even more of a target. But maybe our deception looks so good that he feels that he's not going to be attacked. That's what I'm wondering here. I just think he can see a lot of pressure on the other flank, and he's thinking, well, I'm not going to be attacked, and that's why he's moving forward so much. But as I say, here our main aim, as we said right at the beginning here, is to get the Greek cities onto the other flank. Okay, now I'm guessing that Lando and Mad King will keep their infantry on that flank to keep the Greek cities interested on that flank, but they'll bring their fully upgraded cavalry onto the other flank so we can hit Barclayman hard. Okay, so as I say, the plan so far is working. We're drawing the Greek cities over onto the other flank, so that's very good. And as I say, Barclayman advancing forward as he has kind of, like, as I say, offered a target up even more there for us. Okay, now it wouldn't surprise me if Lando backed off now. He doesn't want any engagement with any of the enemy team at all. So my guess is that Lando's going to back off. There you go. He's backing off. Look, we don't want to be engaged with any of the enemy troops. All we wanted to do was draw those Greek cities onto the other flank. Now, can you see Barclayman here moving forward even more? He's lost his Pilot Shield unit as well. So he's got no Pilot Shield unit in front of his army. Right, let's just pause again for a second here. So our deception has worked, and we've drawn the Greek cities over from the other flank over onto this flank here. Okay, now we're pulling our infantry back, because like we said, we don't want to be engaged by any of the enemy team at all. Okay, we just wanted to draw those Greek cities over onto the other flank there. You can see Lando's got his cavalry there, Mad King's got his cavalry, I got my cavalry, and I got a feeling we're going to go over to this right flank, and that's when we're going to try and smash and crash Barclayman. Okay, so we've drawn the Greek cities away, and make no mistake here, Barclayman is going to be our target. Okay, so here you can see I'm moving my SBQR army towards Danny's there, as I'd like to hold and pin Danny's army there if I can, while we attack Barclayman here. Now, as I say, if you notice, Barclayman's got no Pilot Shield unit in front of his main battle formation there, so his infantry in those close, tight formations there is going to suffer a lot of pilot damage. That's why we have pilot shield units in open order in front of our main battle formation, because they suffer less casualties from pilots. Now if you notice there, the pilots are really going in and they're going to weaken the forward units of Barclayman's there. As I say, his pilot shield unit was taken out, and so his forward units here are going to suffer a heck of a lot of pilot damage there. They're going to be greatly weakened. So that's good news for us, which as I say, he is the target that we're going to be looking to smash and crash if we can. Look at the amount of pilots that Get Jacked is throwing in to the forward units of Barclayman there. Now I'd just like to show you a great move here by Get Jacked. Okay, he's not just attacking the forward units, he's taking units around the flank. Nice move there by Get Jacked. Look, right around the flank there, trying to attack, maybe even get in behind them there, as he pins and holds their forward units with some of his infantry. He's getting the other infantry around the side. He's got his 3 cavalry units ready to throw in. Okay, if you notice here, I've bought my cavalry over it. Lando's bought his, I think, fully upgraded cavalry over here as well. And make no mistake here, we're looking to smash and crash, as I said, Barclayman's army here on this right flank of ours. Okay, it wouldn't surprise me if Mad King brings his fully upgraded Brutii cavalry over to that flank as well. And then, as I say, the deception that we did, look, as I say, has drawn the Greek cities away from that flank. You'll see that Mad King has got his infantry there, but he'll keep moving that infantry back away from the Greek cities. As I say, we don't want to have any engagement with the enemy troops on that flank. Now if you notice here, you'll see that Barclayman has got his cavalry out to the flank here. His 5 cavalry with, I believe, 8 upgrades on, ready to charge into our flank if we attack his infantry. We must be aware of that. That is maybe why Get Jacked has moved the infantry around the flank there. He may well look to neutralise that cavalry attack if it charges in. Okay, but I can see Lando's cavalry there. I think Lando's got 8 upgrades on his cavalry, 2 experience strokes, gold shield, gold attack, and it looks to me like he's going to charge into Barclayman's infantry now. You can see that cavalry locked and loaded, and you can see here he's going in now, and bang, as he smashes in. Look at that penetration, bang, as he smashes on through to the second row of that battle formation of Barclayman. Let's pause the game for a second here. Okay, so you can see here, Get Jacked, as I say, has got round the flank of the enemy, but not only on that right flank, look, he's got Brutii infantry on the other flank of Barclayman's as well. And I think if infantry know there's enemy troops around their flanks and rear, it kind of lowers their morale. And as I say, look at Lando's penetration there with his cavalry. As I say, I've got my army there to try and pin and hold Danny. I may well look to move my army around to block Danny reinforcing Barclayman there. But as I say, Get Jack's really pushed in there. I've got my cavalry locked and loaded. I've just pulled the trigger, and it is now going to charge in there. You can see my tightly packed cavalry there. Now if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, I'm going for this archer unit here. I'm going to try and smash through this Scipii infantry to try and get to that archer unit. Get ready for this, and bang, as they smash into those forward units there. Right, you can see our SBQ, our ally Lando, charging his cavalry in. Mad King's just bought his maximum upgraded cavalry there as well. So look at the massive cavalry going in to Barclayman's infantry here. As I say, our plan is to smash and crash Barclayman here on this flank with all our cavalry. And as I say, Get Jack's infantry is in good position there as he's attacking. But here you'll notice that Barclayman is now charging his Scipii cavalry in that were on the flank there to try and neutralise our attack. You've got Danny's Julii cavalry there ready to charge in as well. So whether we'll be able to do the damage and take out Barclayman's army here on this right flank with all these reinforcements, I guess we'll just have to see. Right, there goes Barclayman's cavalry, and bang, as he smashes in there. You can see Lando's cavalry charging in there, and as I say, you can see that Mad King has brought his maximum upgraded cavalry into the fray as well. Right, here comes Danny's Julii cavalry charging in there, and bang, as they smash in there as well. Oh my gosh, make no mistake, this flank attack here, this part of the battlefield could prove absolutely decisive to the outcome of the battle here. Okay, let's pause the game for a second here. So here you've got Mad King's fully upgraded cavalry and Get Jack's infantry in there as well, fighting Danny's cavalry and Barclayman's infantry, what he's got left. Now if you notice here, you'll see my SBQ infantry is on the move. What I want to do is move over to that area there and block Danny from moving any infantry support over to Barclayman. Okay, so that's what I'm going to look to do with my infantry there. Move over there to try and block any reinforcements getting to Barclayman. Okay, now meanwhile over here, you'll see that the Greek cities are attacking Lando here, but Lando's put a couple of units into Testudo. Notice he's not moving away, because this is all still part of the plan, tying up the Greek cities on the other flank. You've got Mad King's Brutii infantry over there as well, still holding those Greek city units over there. So Lando and Earth over there doing a really good job at keeping the Greek cities over on that flank. Okay, so here we're still trying to take out Barclayman's infantry and cavalry here. As I say, good support there by Danny bringing his Julii cavalry over there. And there you can see Danny pulling his Julii cavalry back, probably to lock and load it and charge back in again. You can see my cavalry is locked and loaded. You've got Lando's cavalry locked and loaded as well. Mad King's pulling his fully upgraded Brutii cavalry back. But you can see Lando charging in there. Get ready for this. As he smashes in there, you can see my cavalry moving in as well. I'm going to smash into that Scipii infantry. Get ready for this as well. And bang! As I charge in there as well, trying to smash through that Scipii infantry into the archer units in behind. You can see Get Jack's Brutii infantry is pierced also through to the rear archer units there of Barclayman's formation there. Okay, you can see Danny's cavalry charging into my cavalry there, but Get Jack's got a couple of infantry units in there as well, and it's a massive cavalry battle there. Right, okay, so you can see here that Demon has just charged his cavalry into the flank of my moving infantry there, caused me quite a few casualties. Nice hit there by him. Here, as I say, Lando is definitely taking one for the team here, trying to hold up a lot of Demon's infantry as well as holding up those Greek city units, keeping the Greek cities on the other flank. And as I say, you can see that Mad King's Brutii infantry there are also holding up some of those Spartan units there. As I say, keeping those Spartans on the other flank, allowing us to take out, as I say, Barclayman's Scipii army on the other flank there. Can you see I'm moving my infantry around there as a blocking force, as I say, to try and block any reinforcements get into Barclayman there. So I move my units over there. But here you can see my cavalry, my SBQR cavalry, plus Get Jack's infantry units in there have managed to rout Danny's cavalry. I'm now going to charge my cavalry on through to a Barclayman's cavalry that he's got fighting our Brutii ally there, hopefully taking out those Scipii cavalry as well. That's what we'd like to do, and we've managed to do that as well there, routing a lot of that Scipii cavalry. You can see, I think Mad King's got his fully upgraded cavalry out there as well. Okay, so it looks like we've taken out most, if not all, of Barclayman's army there. He might have a few battle damaged cavalry units left, but now we're going to go for Danny. Okay, Danny's the next on our target there. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if Danny moved over towards his allies. That would be a good tactical move. He doesn't want to stand there isolated. So we notice here he's moving over towards his allies. Nice move there by Danny. You can see that Demon's brought over some cavalry support, some Scipii cavalry support there. But I can't tell you how great a job Lando and Mad King are doing at holding up the Greek cities and some of the enemy Scipii troops there over on the other flank. Really well done. I mean, if you notice here, I think they're going to take one for the team here. Both of these guys just holding up the Greek cities, allowing us to try and take out the Greek cities' allies here. Okay, you can see a lot of Spartans moving over there, but they're all still on that same flank, and Lando and Earth are really holding them up well there. So as I say, I can't tell you what a great job Lando and Mad King are doing over on the other flank. Okay, so over here you'll see, as I say, we're going after Danny's army now. We've taken out, as I say, the vast majority of Barclayman's army, if not all of it. And now, as I say, we're going to go for Danny's infantry. But Danny's doing a good tactical move here. He's doing a good tactical withdrawal. Oh, that's good. Greek city's general's dead. That's a good news for us. But as I say, Danny's trying to do a tactical withdrawal here to take his Julii infantry up over and link up with his Scipii ally there. Can you see? He's linking up with Demon. So now we're going to face two armies. We're going to face Danny's army and Demon's army now. Okay, can you see the enemy Scipii infantry and the enemy Julii infantry there? And so we're facing two armies now instead of one. Okay, and they've got Demon's cavalry over there as well. So there you go. That's the Julii, enemy Julii army and the enemy Scipii army have linked up. So good move for them. As I say, I'm just going to surge my infantry forward and attack that Julii infantry now. What I'm thinking of here is to bring my cavalry. Okay, what I'm thinking here is to surge forward and hold the enemy team while I move my cavalry over here, and I'm going to, as I hold and pin those Julii forward units, I'm going to charge my cavalry in there into the flank of their engaged troops. Okay, so that's my plan at the moment in regard of the Julii army there. But as I say, look at Lando and Mad King here doing an absolute great job here at holding and pinning the Greek cities. Really, they've done, the plan has worked because of them over on that flank, holding and pinning the Greek cities. So really well done to them there. And I'd just like to say really well done to Get Jacked as well. He's been very aggressive with his attacking as well. So well done to him. Right, you can see here I'm moving, as I say, my SPQR cavalry over to this flank here. Okay. And now if you notice, I'm surging forward my infantry, and I'm going to suffer some piler damage from that Julii infantry. As you can see, the pilers going in there, but really what I want to do is just hold and pin the forward units of Julii there as I get my cavalry in position, and I'm just going to charge my cavalry, and hopefully Mad King with his fully upgraded cavalry may well join in there. Okay, so here you can see I've surged forward, pinning and holding the Julii infantry there, and I've got my cavalry out to the flank that I'm looking to charge in. As I say, Mad King's fully upgraded Brutii cavalry might charge as well. You've got Demon's infantry there. Now he may well try and attack my flank, but Get Jacked is in front of him there to attack. And as I say, you can see here that Lando's got his cavalry ready to charge into Demon if we can get him kind of engaged there. Here you can see Demon helping his Greek cities ally out with his cavalry, smashing into our allies' infantry there. But as I say, I can't tell you what a great job that Mad King and Lando have done at holding up the Greek cities there for us. I mean, I think that really is battle-winning tactics there that they've done. But back to this part of the battle here, as I say, I'm surging forward my infantry, pinning and holding that Julii infantry there. Right, here comes my cavalry. Okay, now my cavalry is battle damaged and winded here, so it's not going to have too much effect there, but here they come, and bang as I charge in there. Now you can see Mad King charging his fully upgraded Brutii cavalry in as well, and bang as he charges in there as well. A nice double hit there by our cavalry, and straight away you'll see that several of Danny's Julii units are starting to rout now under the pressure of my infantry cavalry hits there. And Mad King's fully upgraded cavalry, of course, charging there. Right, there's Demon's Scipii cavalry charging into my cavalry. You can see Mad King charging his cavalry forward as well to engage that Scipii cavalry there. But what I think I'm going to do, because I know that Scipii cavalry is quite well upgraded, I'm going to pull my cavalry back and just attack with my infantry there to help Mad King against that Scipii cavalry. Okay, let's just pause the game for a second here. So you can see there now that what I'm going to do now is move my infantry forward to attack Demon's infantry there, and the reason for that is I want to pin and engage those units there so that Lando then can charge his cavalry hopefully into the rear or flank of engaged enemy troops there. Okay, so that's a tactic there. As I say, I'm going to move my infantry forward now with a view to engage the enemy Scipii infantry there. Now, as you can see there, the Scipii infantry is coming over to engage my infantry. You can see that Get Jack's Brutii infantry are moving forward into the enemy Scipii troops. I'm charging some cavalry units forward here to help finish off those Scipii cavalry of Demons that was attacking my infantry, trying to finish them off there to rout them. Okay, but here you can see Lando's cavalry going in there. Get ready for this, and bang as he smashes into the rear of those enemy Scipii engaged infantry there. Oh my gosh, I was hoping to see a lot of enemy infantry rout there. They've held well, but you can see now that I'm surging forward once again with my infantry to attack the flank of that Scipii infantry there. If you notice, I've got my cavalry there. I'm going to charge into the rear of that Scipii infantry as well. So not only is my infantry attacking, I've got my cavalry charging in there as well. Now just notice at the back here that Lando and Mad King have lost a lot of troops here fighting the Greek cities. It wouldn't surprise me if Crypto got some really good kills with his Greek cities, because Lando and Mad King have been sacrificing their infantry to hold those Greek cities away from the main battle here. Okay, you can see my infantry charging in there. There's a nice cavalry hit there by Mad King. Look, I'm bang! Right, here comes Lando's cavalry. Now this time he may well cause a mass rout, because look at the pressure on that Scipii infantry from my cavalry and my infantry, and look at that cavalry of Lando's hitting there, and bang as he smashes in there Oh my gosh, that's good news for us. We've routed all of Demon's infantry there. Nice hit there by Lando's cavalry, but it was a nice hit by all of us there, I think, on pressurising that cavalry. Right, you can see Demon's general still alive there, and you'll notice that Danny's general, Julio general, is still alive there. So I think what we need to do is take those generals out, take the morale bonus away from any enemy troops, which is what we're doing at the moment. Okay, try and take out those two general units there. If you notice here, you'll see that Get Jacked is moving some Brutio units over there to try and still hold and pin those Greek cities there, while we take out these couple of general units, and then I should be moving my army over towards the Greek cities. I'll say, okay, so that's good news for us. We've managed to rout the Scipio general there of Demons, so that's good news for us. And as I say, the other general unit there, I think, is Danny's Julio unit there. You can see that unit there, but that is also routed. So we've done what we wanted to there. We've routed both Demon's general, okay, and we've routed Danny's general there. So no more morale bonus for them. And I'm now taking my SBQR army over to attack those Greek city units, okay? Now make no mistake, I'm not going to take those Greek cities on head on. You'll see what I mean as I move over there. You can see Get Jacked has already thrown a couple of his Brutio units in there to hold and pin those Greek city units as I move my SBQR army across the way there. Now what you'll notice here is I'll throw a couple of units in to pin and hold them with Get Jacked, but I'm going to move a lot of units around the flank to get in behind them. Here you can see me taking units in round behind them there on either flank. As I say, you don't want to play the Greek cities generals game of attacking head on. You need to get around the flank and rear of these Spartans. You'll see that they're very battle damaged. Lando and Mad King have done a great job at weakening these Greek city units all the way through the battle by sacrificing their infantry there. So as I say, just to draw your attention here to something, can you see that I've got an Eagle unit there that I haven't engaged, but I'm having it standing close to my infantry and my allies' infantry, giving a morale bonus to my troops and my allies' troops as well. Okay, so that unit's not engaged, it's just giving morale. As I say, you can see my SBQR units have got round the rear and round the flank of those Greek city units, and I think from what I can see, those Greek city units have been weakened so much, as I say, by Lando and Mad King, that it wouldn't surprise me if their morale's low and they could all mass rout. And there you go. There you go, all those Greek city units have now mass routed, and it looks like our team has managed to go on to win the battle there. So well done to my teammates there. I thought they played well, and well done to the enemy team as well. I say it's quite a reasonably spread out battle. Over here, that you can see, this is where we attacked Barclay Man there. We tried to smash and crash his army there. Also you can see dead Julio units of Danny's there as well, where we were attacking them. And as I say, you can see now the intensity of this battle as we just move across the battlefield here, looking at all the dead bodies. It's just, as I say, it just bears testament to how tough this battle was, and how many kills that both teams got there. You can see they're just massive loads of dead. And over here, just like to show you something here, lots of red cloaked Spartans there, which just goes to show how well Lando and Mad King did there. But as I say, it wouldn't surprise me if the Greek cities got some good kills there, because both Lando and Earth sacrificed their infantry in holding the Greek cities over on that flank. So as I say, the battle plan there, as you can see, did come together. Very pleased with the way that worked. Very often they don't work, but this battle plan did work. And as I say, Mad King and Lando did extremely well there on that other flank in tying down the Greek cities, holding, pinning and tying them down so we could concentrate on the Greek cities ally there. I think there's one unit left of Demons, one archery unit there. He'll probably admit defeat in a second. Let's go into triple speed. As I say, probably will admit defeat, or he's just admitted defeat there. Okay, so the first thing I'd like to say is really well played to everybody in the game there. I thought everybody played well. Really well done, guys. Average victory there, so not too bad. Highest kills in the game, like we thought, goes to Brotherhood member Crypto. there with 1,704 kills. As I say, both Mad King and Lando sacrificed infantry there and holding the Greek cities there, so that's probably the reason he's got such good kills. So well done to Crypto, well done to Barkman. I think bearing in mind he was smashed and crashed on that flank to get 900 kills, he did well. As I say, well done to Crypto, good kills there. Well done to Danny, got some good kills as well because he was aggressively attacked as well. So well done to Danny and well done to Demon, he was supporting his allies all over the battlefield. So really well played, guys, great battle there. Well done to Lando, second highest kills in the game and highest kills in our team there. So well done to Lando, did really well there with his army. That army kills of mine, not bad, that's okay, it's alright. Well done to Mad King there, got some quite good kills there. Bear in mind he only had 7 infantry, 6 archers and 6 cavalry. Okay, so well done to, and well done to Get Jacked, really aggressive attacking at the beginning there against Barclay Man's infantry with his infantry, good kills there. So just like a shout out here to Lando and Mad King, they I think had a pivotal role and decisive role in pinning and holding down the Greek cities, allowing the rest of us to take out the rest of the enemy team there. And as I say, I just thought it was an interesting battle there, so you could see our team plan really come together in combating the Greek cities. Okay, Spartan Commander saying bye for now. Please give us a thumbs up if you liked it. Bye for now.